Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing my Facebook Q&A video. A few weeks ago, I think it's been like 3 weeks, it's taken me so long to do this, but I posted up a picture for you guys to ask me anything you'd like to know about me, just so you can get to know me, know more about how I started getting into makeup, how I started doing YouTube and all that kind of stuff. I want to try and skim it through these questions, and if you did ask a question on that Facebook post, it will be answered. All the questions will be answered in this one video, and if you ask a question on my Instagram one, I will be doing a separate video which is going to be called my Instagram Q&A, so that will be up probably next week, but today is going to be my Facebook Q&A, so let's get started. So the first question is from Anita, and she asks me, what motivates you to be a great makeup artist, and how long did it take you to be a good artist and to be a confident freelancer? What motivates me to be a great makeup artist is definitely the opportunities that come with being a great makeup artist. So when you make it to the top, you become very well known, so you get to travel a lot and do workshops around the world, and you get to visit different places, and you also get to collaborate and work with some of your favorite brands, and even get to start your own cosmetic line. Next question is from Ricky. When you do your makeup tutorials at home, when you film it, do you just stay do you just stay at home with all the makeup on your face, or do you go out, or do you have another job besides that? So I do have another job, but when I film, I only film on my days off. So I literally just put on a full face of makeup, take thousands of selfies, spam Instagram with my selfies, and then that's pretty much it. Just wear it until night time, and then I take it all off and do it again the next morning. So Katie, you asked, when did you start getting into makeup? When and how did you start to get really good and confident at the makeup application? And any tips for someone who wants to really be able to get great at makeup but doesn't have time to do any courses? So I started to get into makeup when I was 13, and it's really strange because my mum never wore makeup. My sisters, because I have older sisters, they never wore makeup. My friends never wore makeup. My teachers didn't wear makeup. Who else? Not even my other family, like my aunties and uncles, my aunties and my cousins. Nobody in my entire life wore makeup, so I don't know how I got into it, to be honest, but I did start buying it when I was 13, and I started off with eyeshadows, blushes, and lip gloss, not lipstick, more like lip gloss, tinted lip glosses. I started to get good at makeup after 3 years. Well, I believed it took me 3 years to develop good makeup skills, and I could kind of stop calling myself an amateur. So yeah, 3 years, and how I became a good artist is definitely from practicing a lot. So I used to play with makeup all the time. I used to watch YouTube and just Google pictures and kind of look at magazines and stuff, and I used to look at their makeup and just kind of do it on myself. I will insert some pictures of what I used to do when I first started makeup, and it's so crazy. I drew shapes on my face, rainbow eyes and everything, but that's pretty much how I learned, was from trial and error, practicing, and just keep playing with makeup every day. Now, if you guys don't have time to do a course, but you want to be good at doing makeup, it's pretty much the same answer as what I just said before, is practice on yourself, watch YouTube tutorials, learn new techniques, ways of applying, and definitely invite your friends and family over and practice on their faces, because what happens if you just practice on yourself, you only learn one technique, and you only learn how to do your own face, but that one technique doesn't work on everybody else. So you need to work on different faces, learn how to do makeup for different eye shapes and face shapes, and that's why you need to kind of invite a variety of people over and just play with their face and just keep practicing until you ace their face, pretty much. Kiriti, I think that's how you say it. Do you remember your first paying makeup client? How did it feel doing their makeup? Were you nervous? I actually can't remember my first... It was so long ago who my first paying makeup client. I'm pretty sure it was my cousin, but that was before 3 years. I think that's when I first just started doing makeup, and I was super amateur. but my cousin never wore makeup and she was going out to, I think it was a hen's night or something, so I decided to do her makeup just to have a bit of fun, and I think she paid me like $20 or something. I wasn't expecting her to pay me, but she just gave me some money. So yeah, I wasn't nervous because she was pretty much my cousin, but I can tell you when I did start doing makeup on like complete strangers, I was hella nervous, like 110% nervous. Sharnod, I think that's how you say it. What are your hobbies besides, oh, what happened? Oh, here we go. What are your hobbies besides makeup? I actually don't have much hobbies. Like I'm always, like I work so much, I'm always working, whether it's working at work or doing my YouTube channel. But if I were to try and think of some hobbies besides makeup, it's probably just hanging out with my partner and doing stuff together, watching movies, going to the park, or just hanging out, going to lunch, stuff like that. I do enjoy like crafts. I don't do that hardly, but when I do it, I really enjoy it. Playing with crafts. I also love to write. Like I have really good handwriting, so I do like writing. I'm not even sure if that's a hobby. And would you rather never wax to shave your armpits or your legs? I would rather shave my legs and have hairy armpits, because I can always cover my hairy armpits, but I like to wear dresses, so I don't want to have like wolf legs or anything. Would you rather bleach your hair to that ginger blonde stage or always have black hair dye on your forehead and hands forever? Forever is a very long time. I would rather have a ginger hair because, oh well, blonde ginger hair, because ginger color makes my green eyes pop. I like black, but I would not want to have black on my forehead for like the rest of my life. Yulisha or Alicia, if you could only use one foundation, concealer, powder, blush, lipstick, etc. for the rest of your life, which one would you pick? Well, foundation, I've really been liking the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo foundation because it's thick. Like it's actually real thick. Some people don't like that, but I personally love thick foundation because it's full coverage, so I'll go with that. Concealer, I would choose the NARS Radiant Concealer because it's very creamy and it's really good coverage as well, and I really like the color. I use the color Custard. Powder, I'll probably choose MAC Studio Fix powder because it's like a full coverage powder. Blush, I don't wear blush, but I would go for bronzer, and I would probably, because I use it all the time, I'll probably use the NYX Baked Blush, which is a bronze shade in the color Solstice. And lipstick would definitely have to be Celebrity Skin by Jeffree Star. It's probably, no, it is my favorite, like nude. It's like a soft brownie nude. It's really nice. Am I in focus? I'm in focus. Rye or Ree, what influenced your work ethic to what it is now, and what were your starting out makeup items? Love you, girl. Hey girl. The reason why I work hard is because I want to be somebody. Like I want to become someone very big and successful. I've always wanted to be a successful person, so I started working since I was 12 years old. I've always been a workaholic, so I've definitely always been a dreamer, and that is the reason why I work hard, is because I want to be a successful person and, you know, become somebody and make something big out of myself. And my starting out makeup items, I think I started off, no I did, I started off with drugstore products, so because that's all I could afford really. So I used to buy like a lot of NYX products, and I used to buy a lot of stuff from All Cosmetics Wholesale and like Beauty Joint and stuff. So yeah, I started off with drugstore products. Crystal, how are you finding living in Oz? How does it compare to New Zealand? I'm really liking Sydney. I feel like I still live in Auckland, to be honest, because it's kind of very similar. Like it has a little town. I live in Parramatta and we live next to a mall, so it's super convenient. We live literally like next to the mall. I think you guys might have saw it in my apartment tour. and like we live right outside the transport station, like the train station and the buses, so it's very convenient. And the most obvious difference I noticed between New Zealand and Australia is the public transport. So Australia's transport is really good, especially the trains. They're like, I can't believe how they're always on time, whereas in New Zealand, like the transport there sucks. They're always like really late. The public transport in New Zealand definitely sucks, so that would be like the biggest difference to me. You also asked who are the people you admire the most who are not related to you and who are not makeup artists, and what is your favorite song or movie at the moment. My favorite song at the moment is Missy Elliott, WTF, I think it's, yeah, WTF I think it's called. I don't have a favorite movie at like right now, but my favorite movie in general is Ice Age. I'm like obsessed, like a fanatic with cartoons. Ask my partner, ask my family, my whole family love cartoons as well, so that's probably why I ended up loving cartoons. Like I'm like addicted. So Ice Age is my favorite movie in general. And the one person that I admire the most that I'm not related to and who isn't a makeup artist or anything to do with makeup, well, I think she's not a makeup artist, and that is Paris Goebel. She is a dance choreographer from New Zealand. Her hard work has paid off big time, because now she's doing pieces for, well, she's already done dance pieces for, what's it called, J-Lo. I think J-Lo was her first big artist, and then she's got like Nicki Minaj and Justin Bieber even, so she's definitely making it large, and her hard work and her creative mind has definitely paid off. So she is probably one person I'm very inspired by. Lavise, how do you get your eyeliner so fleek? Ooh. I'm not much of an eyeshadow girl, but I love my eyeliner and lashes. What would be your go-to products for eyeliner and mascara? P.S. You're so beautiful and I love seeing all your new posts. That's sweet. With my eyeliner, there's many different, like I'm pretty good at doing eyeliner. I think just all the years of practice, I've just learned how to do liner to suit my eye shape. But there's a few little tricks that you can use. Like sometimes, like I will do a liner and it looks good, but I always kind of clean up with a wipe or a bit of concealer underneath to make it super sharp, and so it's very pointed at the end. So try that trick, or you can also try the sellotape trick. If you YouTube it, you'll be able to find it. You pretty much put a tape there and you just draw your line and boom, you have a fleek liner. My go-to liners are the Inglot gel liner in 77. I've been using that a lot in my videos. I also like the LA Girl gel liner if you want like a drugstore eyeliner. That's a really good one. I also really love the Saloni liquid liner. I used to purchase that like so many times, but you can only get it from Studio Glam in Newland in Auckland. And my other favorite liquid liner pen is the ZA Cosmetics liquid eyeliner pen. That liner is like the best. It has a super fine tip, so like even if you're like a beginner liner, that liner pen pretty much just does your liner for you. It just gives you that really nice pointed flick, and it's got a nice, oh, it's just amazing. You guys have to check it out if you have ZA around you. Their liquid eyeliner pens are like bomb. The next question is from Medahida. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Who are your top 5 makeup artists or YouTubers, and what is your inspiration to keep going? So my top 5 makeup artists or YouTubers is, my number 1 is definitely, I say that a lot, is Nikki Tutorials. Her makeup skill and her videos and the makeup looks she creates is just so amazing, and her work is just 100% flawless. Like sometimes I can't even deal watching her videos because there's just too much flawedness going on, too much for me to handle. Okay, these aren't in any specific order, but Nikki Tutorials is my number 1. Ployce Makeup Academy, they're on Instagram. They do amazing makeovers. They do a lot of cut crease looks, and it's just perfection and very precise and clean and just amazing. Third would be Patrick Starr. I love his makeup tutorials on YouTube, but I really like watching him because he's such a fun bubbly, smiley person, so I love watching him. I also like watching Jaclyn Hill. The quality of her videos is just flawless, and also the makeup looks she creates is just all amazing. And my last one would be Chaos makeup artist, who is also known as Megan Martins. So she is a self-taught makeup artist, but she does of course like special occasion makeup. But when I first discovered her, she done a lot of editorial style makeup looks, so that's pretty much why I love her as a makeup artist, because of the editorial looks that she creates. I will have to put like some pictures or like put a link down if you guys have never heard of her. She is like amazing. And my inspiration to keep on going, I think you are talking about me and my channel. My inspiration to keep on going is because, you know, I've worked so hard for this. I'll be crazy to stop right now, and there's no reason for me to stop. I'm loving what I do. Since starting YouTube, it has helped me out so much with me as a person, and also my makeup career and being a makeup artist, and being able to share my work globally. So that is definitely my inspiration to keep on going, because I know so many more opportunities are going to open up. Ocean says, love you. You've been with me such a long time. I always see you on my posts. I think you're watching this, so if you're watching this, leave a comment and tell me how long you've been with me for, because I feel like you've been with me for such a long time. Anyways, you asked, what are your fave makeup brands and where do you purchase most of your makeup in store or online? You should know I don't have favorite makeup brands. I use a lot of different brands, and I love a lot of different brands, but I will name a few that I really like, well, love, and that I use a lot, and that is NYX. For drugstore brands, I use a lot of NYX and Milani. I also love Colourpop and Makeup Geek products. The quality of the products are like amazing, and they're so affordable. I also love Inglot. Even though I work at Inglot, I loved Inglot before I even started working there. Also, who else? Anastasia Beverly Hills. Her eyeshadows are just so good. I love the eyeshadows. And when I buy makeup online, I usually shop from the official websites. So otherwise I shop from like katehouse.com, Beauty Joint, and All Cosmetics Wholesale. When I was back in New Zealand, my #1 online website in New Zealand is makeup.co.nz. I'm actually friends with the people who own the company, and they're just the most amazing bunch of people. Well, they're two people. They're the most amazing couple, so I've always supported their website. I also shop from Love My Makeup, which is in store. I like buying like LA Girl products from there. The LA Girl concealers are really good. What else? I also shop from Studio Glam, which is in Newland and Auckland. So those are a few like New Zealand places that I shop. Otherwise, if it's like a American or overseas brand, I usually buy from their official website. Lardeelabelle. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you would like to see a tutorial of me using all MAC products. Angelica, you asked, do you only do YouTube full-time? I work part-time, so I don't make a living off YouTube yet to be able to do it full-time. Hopefully I will soon, because I would love to do it full-time and spend all my time into my YouTube channel. And what is your must-have palette in your opinion? A lot of people have like their favorite go-to palette is like the Urban Decay Naked palette, or the Tarte palette, or like the Morphe 350 palette, I think it is, which just has a whole bunch of neutrals. But for me, my go-to palette would be neutrals plus a few colors. So I reckon you guys should like just customize your own palette. You have like Inglot, MAC, Morphe, Anastasia Beverly Hills, they also Makeup Geek, they all sell individual eyeshadows where you can customize and make your own palette. So I would definitely recommend making your own palette and you can call that one your go-to palette. You also asked, how long did it take for your YouTube channel to take off, and what advice do you have for starting a successful YouTube channel, and what advice? It took I think it took just after 1 year for my channel to take off, and that was because Shannon Harris, or ShanXO, she mentioned me in a video of hers. She created a video called Underrated YouTubers, and I was mentioned in there, and I literally woke up to like hundreds and hundreds of emails of people subscribing to my channel. So that is when my channel took off, and from then my channel's just been growing and growing. So yeah. And what advice? My advice would be invest in quality equipment, so good lighting. I always use natural lighting and I love it. Get a good camera. That's probably like the most important. You need a good camera. If you want your channel to be successful, you have to, like, it requires your full attention. Like, you have to be 100% committed to it. You have to want to grow it. And when you start out, like, nobody knows who you are, nobody knows your channel, so you have to kind of just hustle through it. Like, some people just want to give up because they're doing all their videos and like nobody's watching, and it's not that nobody's watching, it's because they don't know your channel. So don't give up, keep doing it, and you know, the more work you put into it, the more successful it will become. And do like collaborations and stuff like that. First one is, if you could be a lolly, which would you be? This is really easy because my favorite lolly are the blue volcanoes, and they have like a red tip. They're my favorite. I can like munch a whole bag in like 2 seconds. I just love those lollies. I'll insert a picture for you guys if you don't know what the lolly looks like.